here we are starting with, oh shit, I need, yep, that's better. So, need to get a drink. Generation Wrestling 15 here, and this is a big show. Not just because it's the 15th Generation Wrestling show, but because Adam Cole is leaving the company. He has signed an exclusive deal with TNA. So I'm gonna make a decision tonight. I've already made it, but you're gonna see what it is. It's gonna be a questionable one. In my views of the wrestling industry, I can be quite old school, I guess, in inverted commas, whatever you want to call them. I believe that a wrestler should always go out in the back whenever they're leaving a company. But I'm making a decision here tonight that goes against that, and I'll explain why whenever we get to it. You probably already know what it is. But tonight's show is quite a big one because Adam Cole will be leaving now. I was going to have him drop it to Kyle O'Reilly instead. I know that I said the last show would be the last one where they're going up against each other for a while, but I kind of thought it made sense that if he was going to go out with a loss and on his back, it should be to Kyle O'Reilly. They've been the two biggest stars in the company together. They've had the best matches together, and they've just, it just made sense at the time. It makes sense to have him go out against Kyle O'Reilly, but Kyle O'Reilly has broken ribs and he is out injured for now, so can't do that. Which is unfortunate. I'm annoyed by that, but I've made a decision here tonight, and for this show tonight, and it'll be questionable. You'll question it probably. Let me know what you think on it, but it needs to be like this. This is how I need Adam Cole's time in the company to end. He's been our best worker. He's, I've just made the decision. Okay, let's go ahead and run the show, and I don't regret making this decision. But okay, it's not response. Oh, here we go. So a fully rated segment here to open up the show. Adam Cole comes out and says that he will be leaving the company as of tomorrow, and he's gonna do it as the champion. He's gonna be the first person to. He's gonna be the person in the company that comes in, wins the title in his first night in the company, and leave on his last night as the champion. By the way, this is in front of 260 people. Joe Hendry comes out, the same man who challenged Adam Cole, or Kyle O'Reilly, depending on who won the match, but it was Adam Cole, to a match, and Joe Hendry comes out here and says that he's not going to leave as champion, and in the main event, Joe Hendry will stop him. So that's kind of the idea there, that's the gist of it there. So we go into the first match of the evening as Moose takes on Billy Swede. About to have a decent match in front of the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Moose goes over against Billy Swede here in 11 minutes 2 seconds by pinfall. 43 in-ring performance there by Moose, and a 21 by Billy Swede. Nobody improved though. Was kind of hoping Billy Swede would, but whatever. 32 minute segment there, not bad. And then Scotty Mac puts his title on the line here, and about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. We have Scotty Mac go over on Jonathan Gresham here in 11 minutes 46 seconds by pinfall with a roll up. Scotty Mac makes defense number 1 of the Vancouver Championship. Scotty Mac had an in-ring performance of 26 and 29 for Jonathan Gresham. So that's not bad there. I'm happy enough with that. 27-minute segment, not bad. And we'll go to the next match here in a 31-minute match as Yukon Creed put their titles on the line against the Stallions, and about to have a decent reaction from the crowd but subpar wrestling. We have Yukon Creed go over here against the Stallions in 12 minutes 18 seconds when Nelson Creed defeats Tony Baroni by pinfall. I'm sorry that you can hear my chair creak, but that makes Yukon Creed's second title defense of the Generation Tag Team titles. Nelson Creed was head and shoulders above everyone else in the ring. He had an in-ring performance of 36-26 for the King of Yukon, an 18 for Tony Baroni, and a 22 for Adam Spencer. Tony Baroni had sustained a dislocated toe. Nobody improved though, but the King of Yukon is improving in his performances, so that's good. The King of Yukon got a lot of backstage heat after the bout, as it was his botch that caused Tony Baroni to get hurt. That's a shame. But then we go into the main event of this evening, and about to have great heat and decent wrestling. Adam Cole goes up against Joe Hendry and wins in 60 minutes 46 seconds by pinfall with a Panamans Sunrise. This is after Eric Young came in and gave Joe Hendry a bit of a cheap shot. The match decided better colour commentary. Eric Young debuted his cocky gimmick. Joe Hendry had an in-ring performance of 26 and a 69 for Adam Cole, and that segment rating there is a solid 50. So Eric Young caused the title loss here, caused Joe Hendry the match, and as a result they end up brawling and go to the back, and that allows everybody to look on to Adam Cole, who holds the title up proudly and sets it in the ring and then leaves the arena. He just leaves the title in the middle of the ring, goes out as champion as he said he would. Now, why did I decide to put him out as champion? Well, he's been head and shoulders the best guy in the company. He is, he's had the best matches. He's gave a lot to the company. He's the reason why we're so popular at the minute. I honestly believe that with Adam Cole holding that title for so long in that first year, he was the reason why we would get so much popularity quickly. Okay, fair enough, we kept him out for a year, but that was my own decision because I wanted to use him in important events, and I didn't think that he was needed to be used a lot. We had him return, he wins the Canadian Cup, and he wins the title once again. Fair enough, he's leaving again, which is he's leaving the company here, and that's a shame, but we will sign him back at some point. That is a promise there. As I've said, I believe we're going to go global. We will go global, and Adam Cole will become one of our stars once again in the future. So I decided to let him go out as champion, which now allows me to showcase the future of the company in a tournament. So yeah, that I decided to put him out on top. I decided to let him leave with the title, and it might be a questionable decision. You may disagree with it, but it's my decision, and I stand by it. A 44 show rating there, not bad. Increased our popularity in 45 regions. So Adam Cole. Just give him a hug, he's leaving. Who else then? Joe Hendry, you were robbed of the title, we'll give you a hug too. And we can go with Nelson Creed as well. You really helped carry your match, so you deserve some praise. Make that speech. Adam Cole was very happy. Joe Hendry seemed pleased, as did Nelson Creed. So it's unfortunate that Adam Cole is leaving, but once we become a global company, we'll be snatching him back, and we will take him right out front. We're not even a global company. Once we get bigger, that's it. Once we get bigger, and his contract comes up, we will be taking the title. We will be bringing him back, and I can tell you now, in his first night back, I will have him win the title once again, for old time's sake, so to speak. But yeah, it's my decision. I stand by that decision, and I think it's a good decision, personally. Unread email. So there he goes. He's gone. It's unfortunate. Oh, 0.04 TV rating. So let's see how much people has watched it just now. 30,000 people maybe. 31,500 people watched that show. That's amazing. That's fantastic. So now, as a result, the Generation Championship has been vacated, and it's went down in prestige due to it being vacated and not being handed over to someone else. But don't worry, we'll bring it up in prestige. Right, let's go on here to the roster then. An auto push. Roster overview. Our main event scene is Crazy Steve, Moose, Eric Young and Sami Callihan. Then our upper mid card is Nelson Creed, Tyson Dukes, Jonathan Gresham and Joe Hendry. Our mid card consists of the King of Yogan, Steve Blackwell, Scotty Mack, Artemis Spencer, Colin Delaney and Von Stasher. Lower mid card is Pete Powers, Tony Baroni, Billy Swade and Dan Myers. And then we have an opener in Cole Bishop, and we will also be waiting for Kyle O'Reilly to make his return. So the future of the company is in this roster here. We have Kyle O'Reilly, who's going to play a huge part in the future and the present. Crazy Steve, Moose, Eric Young, Sami Callihan, Tyson Dukes and Joe Hendry are who I see as making up the future main event scene, and any one of them could really take the title. So let's go ahead and close that down. We'll go ahead and look at our size now. Importance 6 in the Northwest. We've improved in importance. 7 in Alberta, 13 in British Columbia. We've dropped in importance in British Columbia. Oh no, that is only pop, isn't it? Yeah. So, yep, that's good to see. Popularity then. 15 in British Columbia, 7 in the Northwest, 8 in Alberta, 5 in Australia. That's very, very good to see indeed. And we're no lower than 4 everywhere else, so we are doing very well here. So we are. Yeah, that's I'm so happy about that. And 5 importance in Eastern Australia, which is very good to see indeed. I think I'd like to do an Australian show at some point, you know, with having that pop up in Australia. Really, apart from Canada and debatably the US, it's our second highest region there. 6 grand left in the bank account, so that meant that we spent about 11 grand or so, so that's not bad indeed. Let's go ahead and look at our company wars. we have went up to 25th, so that's good to see, and I'm hoping that we can grow much higher in the near future. What's PWG? PWG. Where the hell is PWG? Is PWG closed down? I can't see them anywhere. Progress, DDT, IWRG. Holy shit. PWG aren't there. Inactive. Holy shit, they closed down. Vacant position, business, no longer in business. That's a surprise, isn't it? Oh, I really want to buy the bowler now. Purchase title belt. I'm not gonna do it, but I want to see how much it would cost. PWG Battle of Los Angeles. 65 grand. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Although it is very high in prestige. But yeah, so that's surprising. I must say that is very surprising indeed. 96 prestige. Bloody hell, not bad at all, is it? They were a big company too. That is very surprising. You know, you don't just get to become that big. You don't get a title belt that prestigious without being a pretty damn decent company, you know. So I need to see when Kyle O'Reilly will be back, and now we need to go into here, don't we? Out injured still with a broken rib. Let's go ahead and look at his physical. He'll be back in 6 days. So hopefully in about 4 weeks time he'll be healthy enough to wrestle. He's the Ring of Honor champion. I want to see how long he's been the Ring of Honor champion. And then we will book our next show, because I would like to. The next show is going to be a tournament. The whole thing will be a tournament. So let's go ahead and I think it'll be a tournament, the whole thing. What was I going to do that? Oh yeah, titles. Alright, so he's only just become the champion. He won it off Jay Briscoe, and pretty decent. Pretty damn decent there. So let me look at TNA here. Yep, few titles. Seriously, I hope Adam Cole becomes the champion pretty soon. I want to see how much Cody Rhodes would cost to hire, because I do quite like. Oh, what the fuck? He's in developmental. Ridiculous, huh? Absolutely ridiculous. So we have 6.4 in the bank, which will go up by the next show, as it always does. And we're going to go ahead into our schedule here and create a new event, Generation Wrestling 16. Generation Wrestling 16. We'll make it an hour and a half to be safe, because if we're gonna do a tournament here. April calendar, let's see, Sunday of week 2 as usual is free, so let's go ahead and book it for then, of week 2 of April, and that should be okay there. Fixed location, anywhere obviously as usual. Nope, special, that's what we need to change. Save and exit. Yep, so that's going to be quite a big event there. So let's go ahead and book it then, pre-booking, and we're going to go ahead and let's see. Sam Callahan will be put in here against Tyson Duxmuir. No, he has a face he's coming in as, so we want him to take on a heel. No heel up in mid card is what main event is. Eric Young, don't really need him to lose anytime soon. Well, I do need him to lose, but not in that match. What Crazy Steve? Go for mid carder. We'll have him go up against Scotty Mac. It kind of makes sense being the Vancouver champion, and then that also allows us to go into another avenue. So you can save that there, and then book another match, and we can go with Eric Young and Joe Hendry, because they've started a feud now for each other. Quarterfinal 2, and then Leicester, we need to go to Colorado. Main event now, save, just so as we can book them in for that tournament. One-on-one match with O'Reilly. Well, I said it's a tournament, and what I'm going to do is, I shouldn't have named them quarterfinal necessarily, because they're actually just going to be quarterfinal matches. Sorry, not quarterfinal matches. It's going to be qualifier matches. So the winner of these 4 matches will go up against each other in the in a fatal 4-way match. That's what I tried to get out. Not Moose. I don't want Moose to be in this match anytime soon. I don't want him around the title just yet. Tyson Dux, maybe we could put him up against. No, Nelson Creed. Nelson Creed has been doing well. We'll go ahead and put him into this match, so that can be quarterfinal. Sorry, not quarterfinal. 3, and then finally we will have a one-on-one match between Crazy Steve, I think, will be the choice here, and let's go with Jonathan Gresham. He's got positive momentum, he's doing well for himself at the minute. Sure, he just lost the match against the Vancouver champion, but that's okay. We're just talking about the Vancouver champion. Let's go into that story now. Remove him, and as they're going to be going up against each other, we'll go ahead and we'll add in Sami Callihan. Add to storyline, plays Major War. Yes. So, yep, that's going to be a thing. end that storyline, and new storyline. Well, we'll put in, for the sake of quickness, Kyle O'Reilly. Sammy Callahan will not be in this storyline necessarily. Kyle O'Reilly. Tyson Dukes. Let's see. Jonathan Gresham, no. EY, no. I'm trying to think about who all is in the tournament. Crazy Steve. That'll do for now. Vacant. I don't know. Scott Vacant for now. I'll think of something better later. Start that story now, and that is going to be the next show. It's going to be determining the new champion. So thank you very much for watching this one, and yep, see you again as usual. Goodbye.